15 minutes of fame radio.
Let's go!
What's good, everybody? Shelovesbattlerap here with 15 minutes of fame. Just to give you a recap of this weekend's events in battle rap, of course, we were at the RBE Validation 5 card, and the whole event was lit. I really enjoyed it. Here's a quick breakdown of everything I loved. No. Here's a breakdown of the entire battle. There were 3 one-rounders, in which I enjoyed all 3. But one specifically stood out for more than one reason. It was Moola versus J Moore. Coming off the gate, J Moore very into space, energy was right, and he had some bars. They definitely were landing, but not getting as much crowd reaction. Some of it probably went over heads in the building. It might read better on cam for him, but his energy kind of died out towards the end of his round. With one-rounders, you got to be sure that you keep that level all the way through, because that's really all you have. When Moola started, his energy was at 10. Immediately at 10. And the bars matched it, so his bars were matching his energy, so it woke up the room. There was a difference in the room in between their rounds, you could tell. Now, going into Ish's round, J Moore made a physical move across the stage, which kind of flared up a slight altercation on cam at the time. But it also did something else. It moved any energy or momentum that J Moore had, and it put it on the side of the stage with Ish Moola. I'm not saying that Ish needed it, but it didn't hurt him at all for that situation to have happened. When you see it on cam, you're going to understand what I'm saying. His bars weren't affected by it. They were actually elevated by the situation. It increased the energy in the entire room. So for the rest of Ish Moolah's round, it was all him. Like, he was feeding the crowd and he was living off that energy. And it easily gave it, on top of his bars, that energy and momentum easily gave him that one-rounder. That's not a debatable. When you see it on cam, you're going to understand. It's probably hard to call a debatable in a one-rounder. You can't with this one. It's impossible. At the end of the day, some people might call it gas. I don't. If you just go off of bars and energy alone, which that creates the performance, Ish took that one-rounder. No disrespect to J Moore, you did your thing, and I can't wait to see you rock again. I really do feel like you have it. Just make better on-stage decisions. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make better stage decisions. That, just don't pull that again. Once again, it's just my opinion. This is what I think. This is what I got from it. So don't want to take it super personal. This is battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Probably the most opinionated sport that we'll ever have. You know. And when moving on though, the next battle that came up was XL versus Floss the Boss. Now, the thing about this battle was I didn't have a winner clearly before I went in. Yes, I did. I had XL clearly taking it. And I believe I had him clearly taking it in the first and the third. What I was debating was if XL was going to be able to match Floss's energy because he has very high energy in performances. Now, and we all know what that can do in a room, especially a small room. So my question was XL's pin going to be able to match Floss's energy? And it did. This, to me, made it the most debatable battle of the night. Now, I can clearly give Floss the second round, and I can clearly give XL the third. The first was a little bit debatable, but if I'm etching it, I can etch it to XL. And I'll tell you why. While Floss had energy and bars, and his performance was on point, XL's wordplay is just a little bit different. And it brings a lot out of him when he comes with those bars, and he really knows what he's talking about and makes it connect not just to the men but to everybody in the crowd. Floss has a way to connect, but it's going to connect for me. It connected on a certain level that night, and once he got that connection from me, it wasn't as exciting. His energy didn't carry as much as I thought it would. So as well, excuse me, his energy didn't carry as well as Excel's pin did for me in the building. Now on cam, it can tell you different stories. I'm not here to debate that. Just how I feel about it that night, Excel took it. He took it 2-1, even though the first was edged. Fire battle. When you watch it, you definitely will watch it more than once. If I could have had them redo the battle again, I would have. So I can clearly tell you I've listened to it twice. Now, when I watch it on cam, I don't really think I'm going to have a difference of opinion when it comes to this battle. But you might. Comment below. That's perfectly fine. I know you will. The next battle that came up, oh my goodness. JC and Craig Lamar, battle of the night. Hands down. There's no discrepancies. I don't care who else was on the card. Yes, I know I got Verb and Bonnie coming, and no disrespect to them, but JC and Craig Lamar, battle of the night. I'm going to say this. I underestimated Craig Lamar. I really did. And coming in as the underdog, in my mind, for this battle, he did way beyond. He not only made me eat my words, but he got a new fan out of me. To see him work the way that he did against JC, amazing. Like, JC has an amazing pen, an amazing performance. His wordplay is intricate. He knows how to set it up and make you hit in the room. He can hit it in the room, small room, big stage, and on cam. That's not questionable. I don't get into that believability stuff, like, oh, it's not believable if he says this or that. I don't get into that. That's not what we're here for. No one's here to see no one leave in an ambulance from a battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to get the bars, and if it has an ambulance in it, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge you because you didn't really ever play anybody in an ambulance. I'm here to get your pen and your performance. That's what battle rap is. Now, Craig Lamar took the first. I would say JC took the second and the third. I seen JC's energy pick up after Craig Lamar went in his first. He's seen that it wasn't a cakewalk then too. Everyone in the building was like, whoa, Craig is killing. And when I say that, between the both of them, I can't decide. I'm going to have to watch that on cam. That's how good that battle was. I have to watch it on cam. I had JC winning out the gate. I really did. I had JC winning out the gate. And like I said, I ate my words, Craig. Trust me, you got a fan in me. I can never, ever, ever doubt you again. Not when it comes to bars. Because when you're ready and you know what you got in front of you, it seems like you coming to eat and clean your plate. And I really did enjoy that. I cannot wait to see that drop again. And if I could request the Rare Breed Entertainment team, that should be the first drop. Even though I know Verb and Bonnie, people was calling for it. But Craig Lamar and JC is the battle of the night. Save the foul. I said that. Now, Verb versus Bonnie. This was literally the battle that if you had expectations set for it, they were met. You know what I'm saying? They definitely were met. Verb came out in his first round talking about how he wasn't going to be on his misogynistic stuff, and he wasn't just going to talk about, you know, calling females bees and, you know, all the rest of the great words that he loves to use when he downplaying females or opponents that are female. And I enjoyed his first round. But Bonnie did her thing. Bonnie came prepared for the misogynistic bars, but she didn't stay on that. She gave him full 3 rounds of everything you had wanted. Full 3 rounds of talking to his soul. A full 3 rounds of giving you bars. A full 3 rounds of responding. Like, it was almost like she wrote with rebuttals in mind for what he could have possibly said. Because she was prepared. When her rounds came in, they were just fire. And then her antic in her third, oh, it was everything. It was the epitome of how people talk to Verb about his moms. Like, she went there. She went all the way there. And when you see it, it's a definite pause moment. Trust me, everybody's faces was looking crazy on the stage. All the men was it was definitely something, one of those things that I said you have to be there for. You'd have to be there for it. Like, real talk. It will look good on cam, but when just the moment that it happened in the time, it's just completely different. I guess I can't knock Verb. I did enjoy his rounds, but it just wasn't enough. I expected a lot more aggression from him. And I think more aggressiveness in his rounds would have got him a little bit further. And not aggressive as far as what he was saying, but the performance and presentation of what he was saying. Bonnie just had more ready. It just seemed like she was just better prepared for the all-around battle, not just to hit him because he was Verb, or hit him because of his battles that he didn't win on, or hit him just because of some stuff of him not being as active as he used to be. But, she did her thing. And it's a clear win for Bonnie. Now, would I call it a 3-0? No. I'll definitely say Bonnie took it all the way. Second and third, those are hers. Undebatable. Averb's first rounds are always lit. Like I said, they were not a lot of filler on either side. A great battle. But it was everything you expected from two vets. I'm not downplaying it, but it was everything you would expect from two vets being on stage going at each other. So that pretty much wraps up the night. Oh, you guys didn't hear me speak upon Mr. Mills and Holmesley. Holmesley had a medical emergency and wasn't able to make it. Their battle would not be rescheduled, though, according to ARP. Mr. Mills will be moving on to his next opponent, which is coming up in the near future, continuing his climb up the ranks. Mr. Mills did give us some bars, though, from his rounds with Holmesley, and they were fire. And I wish I would have recorded some of that because I knew it wouldn't have been on footage and it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But I didn't want to overstep my boundaries either. But yes, if ARP happens to have gotten some of those bars to share with you guys, ask him about it, because Mr. Mills definitely he definitely was ready. He was ready to go. But I do appreciate all the hospitality and the love that I received at the Rare Breed Entertainment event. It was my first live event there. I love the small room feel. It really does something for the battlers and the fans. And I'll say that because the fans get a closer one-on-one, not just with the battle rapper, but with the entire event. You know what I'm saying? It's not just 1,000 people in a room or 1,000 fans. It's true dedicated fans that are really coming for bars, that really are coming for the battle rap. And RBE stays true to that. And I want to thank you guys for that, because a lot of leagues forget how important small room events are. Real things that are really small room events. I enjoyed it. Striptease came through with the drinks. Shout out to them. Their drinks was great. And I had a great time. Shout out to everybody that I've seen there. J Murder. I'm going to wear my I Know J Murder shirt. Next time I see you, I got you. Shout out to everybody that was there. All the fans, all the supporters. Mills, Mickey Fats is in the building. He hosted the Verb and Bonnie Godiva battle. It was lit. It was lit. Barb Broad, she came through. Make sure you check for her. She has her radio station too. Make sure you check for her. I'm usually I frequent there. I really do. And you will enjoy her shows as well. So before I ramble on anymore, just remember, guys, when you comment and share and all that, I sips my tea in the shade, okay? Make sure you guys check out www.15mofe.com, and that you guys stay subscribed to our YouTube channel, 15 Minutes of Fame. And have a great day. I'm out of here.
15 Minutes of Fame!
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go! Watching over me.